let's talk about the richest Delaware bred harness horse in history. And that would be the one and only world champion, Tug River Princess, a daughter of the sire, Badlands Hanover, and the dam, AucryifIwantto. Bred by Bobby Mills and Michael Tait of Frankford, Delaware, she was foaled on April 19, 2005. And as a 2-year-old, went undefeated in her 5 starts, winning just $21,000. Then it was as a 3-year-old when Tug River Princess began to rule the racetrack. That 2008 season, she bankrolled over $870,000 and was named the United States 3-year-old Pacing Filly of the Year. She won several stakes that season, including a Delaware Standardbred Breeders Fund final at Dover Downs. As a 4- and 5-year-old, Tug River Princess, owned by Let It Ride Stables, Robert Cooper and Jerry Silva, continued to make a statement in stakes competition. In her final season on the track, she took a lifetime mark of 149-3 at the Meadowlands and proved to be royalty on 4 legs, retiring at the end of her 2010 season with 55 starts, 28 wins, 10 seconds, and 5 thirds, bankrolling over $1.8 million in earnings. Tug River Princess was trained by Ross Krogan and driven by the now retired John Campbell, who recently visited Dover Downs, and publicity director Al Krasuski got a chance to catch up with the Hall of Famer.
John Campbell, Hall of Famer, Harness Racing Living Hall of Fame, Canadian Hall of Fame, Canadian Sports Hall of Fame. At 35, the youngest driver enshrined in the Harness Racing Hall of Fame. John, you grew up in also Craig, Ontario, Canada. Tell us about the journey.
Well, I grew up on a farm, and my grandfather was a farmer who raced horses on the side, and that's what my dad did. And when I came along, I fell in love with the horses, and I went in that direction, and just couldn't wait to be around horses from the time I was a kid, and I still like to be around horses.
In the 70s, you went to the Meadowlands. Joe DeFrank, the director of racing, our late director of racing. Tell us about that move.
Well, I'd raced under Joe at Windsor, and Ray Remen and Greg Wright had gone to the Meadowlands and done very well, and I was racing against them and doing okay in Windsor. And I asked Joe about giving it a try in January of 1978, and he said, "Come on down, I'll give you stalls and see how it works." And we went down and never went back.
Unbelievable career. Breeders' Crown Championships, Money Won, Triple Crown victories, Hambletonian, the Jugette, Meadowlands Pace winners. For me, probably the most favorite was your brother Jim Campbell when you won with Taglaboo in 1995. Agree? Any others that you want to mention?
Well, that was certainly one of the Hambletonians are always more special. Certainly my first one with Mac Lobel and the one with Taglaboo stand out more than I think any other wins. I mean, it was a great day for Jim and myself. It was an even better day for my dad.
Now let's switch over to your new position, President, CEO of the Hambletonian Society. How's the transition going, and what can you tell us about the future?
Well, it's going very well for me. I feel very fortunate to be working at the Hambletonian Society. I'm still involved in big races. I get to go to all the big events post-COVID. So that part I'm really excited about, and I really like watching big races and seeing good horses, just as Test of Faith, tonight. As for the future, I think our future is looking quite good. The sales are tremendous. We've just come off a Breeders' Crown that was a very tremendous success at the Meadowlands. We bet over $7.5 million on the Friday and Saturday night. The racing was tremendous. So I think there's a lot of things positive. We've got new tracks that want to put on more Grand Circuit races next year. So I think the trend is up, and I hope it continues.
Well, John, continuous success. We talk about Tom Brady as the GOAT. You're the GOAT for harness racing, and it's a privilege to have you here and with the Hambletonian Society.
Thanks a lot, Al. It's my privilege to be here.
Thank you, John.